In ancient China, marriage wasn't just a union between two people. It was a deeply respected and meaningful tradition. A wedding was seen as one of the three joys of life, along with succeeding in the imperial examinations and having a son. It marked not only a personal milestone, but also a moment of great importance for families and the wider community. Weddings were full of symbolism. Every detail, from the colors used to the rituals performed, was chosen to promote harmony and prosperity. Red, the color of joy and fortune, was everywhere, in the decorations in the bride's dress and throughout the ceremony. People believed that wedding rituals helped balance cosmic forces, specifically yin and yang. This spiritual balance was thought to bring blessings from ancestors and ensure a strong start to the couple's life together. In this way, marriage in ancient China wasn't just about love or partnership. It was a reflection of family honor, social values, and the natural order of the world. In traditional Chinese society, marriage was usually arranged by families, with matchmakers playing a central role. These arrangements weren't based on love, but on practical factors, like social status, family reputation, and economic benefit. Parents had the final say, believing their guidance would lead to a stable and successful union. Over time, things began to change. In the late Qing dynasty, and more noticeably during the Republican era from 1912 to 1949, the idea of marrying for love started gaining popularity. Influenced by global ideas and growing individualism, people began to value personal happiness in marriage. Romantic love, once considered secondary, became a valid and even celebrated reason to marry. Today, while family opinions still matter, most Chinese couples choose their partners based on love. Confucian ideals played a big part in shaping traditional marriage customs. Marriage was seen as a moral responsibility, helping fulfill one's duties to family and society. Confucius emphasized order and hierarchy, which were reflected in marital roles. The husband was expected to lead and provide, while the wife managed the household and raised children. This balance was thought to create harmony, both in the family and in society. Filial piety, or respect for one's parents, was also crucial. Children were expected to marry and have children of their own, continuing the family line and honoring their ancestors. Even now, values like respecting elders, getting family approval, and caring for parents remain important in many Chinese marriages, though they are often blended with modern perspectives. The Republican era brought more dramatic changes. Movements like the May 4th movement in 1919 pushed for gender equality and personal freedom in marriage. Reformers criticized arranged marriages and old customs, and laws began to reflect these new values. Women gained rights to divorce, which had been rare or restricted before. Then, after the Communist Revolution in 1949, the Marriage Law of 1950 banned arranged marriages and concubinage. It supported equality between men and women and the right to choose one's own partner. These changes aimed to break away from old feudal traditions and give people more control over their lives, especially women. In more recent times, economic growth and urban living have continued to reshape how people get married in China. While some traditional customs like dowries and matchmaking still exist, especially in rural areas, younger generations are leaning toward modern and more personal approaches. Online dating, for instance, has become a common way to meet someone. Yet, even as customs evolve, many couples still look for ways to honor tradition. They might include a tea ceremony in their wedding or consult a fortune teller to pick an auspicious date. This mix of old and new shows how Chinese marriage customs have adapted while still holding on to their roots. In traditional Chinese society, matchmakers, called meipa, played a key role in arranging marriages. Their job went far beyond simply introducing two people. They were deeply involved in the entire process, helping both families find a suitable match based on social status, family background, economic standing, and astrological compatibility. In fact, a marriage was often not considered valid unless a matchmaker was involved. That's how central they were. This importance is reflected in the old saying, "By the command of parents and the word of the matchmaker." It shows how marriage decisions were guided by both family authority and the matchmaker's role. Matchmakers also had a symbolic presence in marriage traditions. They were seen as negotiators, helping both families agree on the terms of the union. Since marriage was viewed as a partnership between two families, not just two individuals, this negotiation was vital. The matchmaker made sure that everyone's interests were considered and respected. Their involvement didn't end once the match was made. Matchmakers were often present during ceremonies and rituals, helping coordinate events and keep traditions alive. In some places, they even delivered the 3 letters: the engagement letter, the bride price letter, and the wedding letter. These formal documents made the agreement between families official and sacred. In today's China, the role of the matchmaker has changed but hasn't disappeared. While arranged marriages are far less common, matchmakers are still around in different forms. Many parents still consult them to help find a good partner for their children, especially as social pressure to marry can be strong. Modern matchmaking also includes professional services and even government-organized events, especially in response to challenges like gender imbalance from past policies. These updates show how matchmaking continues to blend old customs with new realities. In this way, the tradition of the matchmaker lives on, not just as a cultural symbol, but as a practical part of how some people still find love and companionship today. In traditional Chinese culture, the journey to marriage begins long before the wedding day. The proposal and betrothal process is a significant milestone. It typically starts with the groom's family presenting betrothal gifts, called guodali, to the bride's family. These gifts show respect and sincerity and often include jewelry, tea, wine, and other symbolic items. The timing of this exchange is important. It usually happens on an auspicious date chosen according to Chinese astrology to bring good luck to the couple. After receiving the gifts, the bride's family responds with return gifts, known as huili. This exchange of gifts strengthens the relationship between the two families and confirms their commitment to the union. One of the oldest traditions in this process is checking the couple's compatibility using zodiac signs and astrology. Families often consult an astrologer or elder to compare the couple's birth dates and times, referred to as the 8 characters, Batu. This analysis helps determine whether the match is favorable. If the signs are well aligned, the couple is thought to be blessed with a happy and prosperous life. If not, the families may reconsider the match. While this practice is less common in modern cities, it is still respected in many regions and by older generations. Another essential element of pre-wedding customs is the 3 letters and 6 rites, sansunuli, a traditional framework for marriage rooted in Confucian principles. The 3 letters include the betrothal letter, pin suo, which confirms the marriage agreement, the gift letter, li suo, which lists the betrothal gifts, and the wedding letter, ying qin suo, which is presented on the wedding day when the groom's family arrives to escort the bride. The 6 rites begin with the proposal or natsa, where the groom's family formally starts the marriage process, usually through a matchmaker. Next is birth date matching or unveiling, where the families exchange birth information to check compatibility. Then comes betrothal gifts, the actual giving of guodali. After that is the gift exchange, when the bride's family provides dowry items. Then setting the date, where an auspicious wedding date is chosen. Finally, the wedding ceremony or qinying, when the groom's family formally welcomes the bride. Each of these steps is full of meaning and serves to build harmony, show respect, and align the marriage with both family values and cosmic balance. Today, not all couples follow every step strictly, but many still include parts of these customs to honor their heritage and mark the beginning of their shared life with intention and tradition. Betrothal gifts are a key part of traditional Chinese marriage customs. They include 2 main elements: the bride price, known as caili, and the dowry or jiazhang. These exchanges represent more than just a transfer of goods. They symbolize respect, goodwill, and a formal agreement between the two families. The bride price is given by the groom's family to the bride's family. It can include money, valuable items, or both. This gift is seen as a way to thank the bride's family for raising her, and to show that the groom's family is sincere and capable of providing for her. On the other hand, the dowry comes from the bride's family and is given to the couple. It typically includes household items, money, or gifts that will support the couple in their new life together. It also reflects the bride's family's blessings and care. These exchanges are not just financial, they are full of symbolic meaning. They express values like generosity, harmony, and mutual respect. Even in today's weddings, where traditions have evolved, the idea behind betrothal gifts continues to hold cultural importance. The types of items included in these gifts can vary, but there are some common choices. Red envelopes, unveils, with money are popular, symbolizing luck and prosperity. Jewelry, especially gold and jade, is often included to represent wealth, purity, and protection. Food items like sweet cakes or candies are chosen to wish the couple a sweet and happy life. High-quality fabric or clothing shows thoughtfulness and care. Liquor represents celebration, while tea is a sign of tradition and respect. The dowry may also contain practical items like bedding, kitchenware, or furniture, essentials for the couple's new household. The number of items exchanged also matters. Certain numbers, like 8, are considered lucky because they sound like words for wealth and fortune. Etiquette is very important in this process. The gifts are usually presented during a formal ceremony, with both families showing respect and appreciation. It's not just one-sided. The bride's family may return part of the bride price as a gesture of goodwill, showing that the marriage is about building a future together, not profit. Even as customs change, many couples today still include betrothal gifts in their weddings. Whether through a full traditional ceremony or a simplified version, the spirit of respect, generosity, and cultural connection continues to shape how these traditions are carried out. Choosing an auspicious wedding date is a deeply rooted tradition in Chinese culture. It's believed that the right date can bring happiness, harmony, and good fortune to the couple's marriage. To find this special date, many couples turn to the Chinese almanac, known as Gongshu. This calendar is based on lunar cycles and traditional beliefs, and it marks out which days are lucky or unlucky for major life events, especially weddings. Some couples go a step further and consult a feng shui master or astrologer. These experts use the couple's birth dates, zodiac signs, and other personal information to determine the most favorable date and time for the wedding. They also make sure the chosen date doesn't clash with important family members' signs, adding another layer of harmony and protection. Beyond astrology, seasonal timing plays a role too. Spring and autumn are the most popular seasons because they represent new beginnings and harvest, symbols of growth and prosperity. Families might also prefer weekends or public holidays so more guests can attend. Once the date is picked, it becomes the foundation for all other wedding preparations. From planning the ceremony to booking the banquet, everything revolves around that chosen day. Cultural beliefs also guide the timing of wedding events on the big day. Families may choose an auspicious hour, known as Jisri, for important moments like the bride's departure from her home or the beginning of the wedding ceremony. These times are carefully selected to boost positive energy and smooth the couple's transition into married life. Numbers matter too. Dates that include the number 8, ba, are especially popular because it sounds like the word for wealth, fa. The number 9, which sounds like the word for longevity, is also favored. Today, while some couples rely on online tools or simplified methods to pick their date, others still honor the advice of elders or follow traditional steps. Whether modern or traditional, the choice of an auspicious date reflects a shared belief that careful planning and respect for tradition can set the stage for a joyful and lasting marriage. Traditional Chinese wedding attire is full of rich symbolism, color, and cultural meaning. The bride's dress is one of the most important elements of the ceremony. In many parts of China, brides wear a qipao or cheongsam, a form-fitting dress with a high collar and side slits. It's usually made from luxurious silk and decorated with intricate embroidery. The most common color for the qipao is red, which stands for happiness, good fortune, and prosperity. In northern China, brides often wear a single-piece red qipao, while in southern China, the kunqua is more common. This is a two-piece outfit that includes a jacket over an embroidered skirt. Both styles often feature designs of dragons and phoenixes, symbolizing balance, harmony, and a strong union between the couple. To complete the look, many brides wear a phoenix coronet. This traditional headpiece is adorned with gold, pearls, and other fine details, showing beauty and honor. The result is a bridal outfit that not only looks elegant, but also carries deep cultural meaning. The groom's traditional attire is designed to complement the bride's. He might wear a tang suit or a chong pao magua. The tang suit is a long jacket, often decorated with dragon patterns to represent strength and protection. The chong pao magua is made up of a long robe paired with a jacket, also featuring rich fabrics like silk and bold colors such as red, black, or gold. Accessories are important for the groom too. A formal hat with gold embellishments is often worn, along with a red sash tied around the waist. This sash stands for celebration and happiness. Every detail, from the design to the color, helps express the groom's respect for tradition and his commitment to the marriage. Color plays a central role in Chinese wedding attire. Red is the most important. It's believed to bring joy and ward off evil spirits. Gold is often used to symbolize wealth and success. On the other hand, black and white are usually avoided because they are linked to mourning and sadness in Chinese culture. Today, many couples choose to mix tradition with modern styles. Brides may wear a white Western gown for part of the celebration and change into a red qipao for the tea ceremony. Grooms might wear a tuxedo and then switch to a traditional tang suit. This blending of styles allows couples to honor their heritage while expressing their personal tastes. No matter the mix of clothing, the meaning behind traditional Chinese wedding attire remains the same: to bring good luck, show respect for culture, and celebrate the joy of a new beginning. The wedding day in traditional Chinese culture is filled with meaningful rituals that reflect joy, respect, and family unity. One of the most iconic moments is the wedding procession, which marks the groom's journey to bring the bride to her new home. This procession is often colorful and festive, with music, decorations, and laughter filling the air. When the groom arrives at the bride's home, he must face a series of playful challenges known as gate crashing. These tasks, designed by the bride's family and friends, test his dedication and readiness for marriage. Once he successfully completes the challenges, he's allowed to enter and greet the bride. The bride is then escorted out, traditionally in a red-covered bridal sedan chair, though today it's often a decorated car. As the procession travels to the groom's home, firecrackers are set off to drive away evil spirits and announce the celebration to the community. Before entering the groom's home, the bride performs a ritual known as crossing the fire pan. She steps over a small pan of burning coals to symbolically cleanse herself of bad luck and protect the marriage from negative energy. Sometimes the groom or his family members participate in this ritual as well. Even when the ritual is adapted with symbolic items instead of real fire, its purpose stays the same: to bless the new union with peace and safety. Another major part of the wedding day is the bowing ceremony, or sunbaoli. This involves 3 formal bows: first to heaven and earth, showing respect for spiritual forces; second to the couple's parents or elders, honoring their guidance and love; and third to each other, expressing mutual respect and commitment. This ritual reflects the deep-rooted values of respect, family, and harmony in Chinese culture. After the formal ceremonies, it's time for the wedding banquet, a grand feast celebrating the couple's union. The banquet is more than just a meal. It's a vibrant event full of symbolism, tradition, and joy. Each dish served carries a special meaning. A roast suckling pig symbolizes the bride's purity and the completeness of the union. Shark fin soup stands for wealth and luxury, while abalone represents abundance. Whole fish is served to signify prosperity because the word for fish, yu, sounds like the word for surplus. Whole chicken and lobster are also common. Chicken representing the female phoenix and lobster the male dragon, together symbolizing harmony and strength. The dishes are usually served in even numbers, which are considered lucky. Beyond the food, the banquet is filled with entertainment and activity. There may be lion dances to invite good fortune, live music, and games to keep the mood lively. The couple also makes rounds to each table, offering toasts and expressing thanks to their guests. Modern wedding banquets often blend tradition with personal style. Some couples opt for fusion cuisine or hold the banquet in more relaxed venues. Technology has also become part of the celebration, with live streaming available for guests who can't attend in person. These updates allow couples to keep the spirit of the banquet alive while making it uniquely their own. Whether traditional or modern, the wedding day rituals and banquet highlight what Chinese weddings are all about: love, family, respect, and celebration. After the wedding day, several meaningful traditions continue to strengthen the bond between the couple and their families. One of the most important is the tea ceremony, known as Jingcha. In this ceremony, the newlyweds serve tea to their elders, parents, grandparents, and sometimes other close relatives, as a sign of deep respect and gratitude. The couple often kneels or bows while offering the tea, showing humility and honoring the family's role in their lives. In return, the elders usually present the couple with red envelopes, which contain money or jewelry. These gifts are blessings for the couple's future happiness and prosperity. The tea used in the ceremony is typically sweet, symbolizing a sweet and joyful life together. This tradition also marks the bride's formal entry into the groom's family, highlighting that marriage is not only a union between two people, but also between two families. Another tradition is the returning home visit, called Sanjiaohuimen. Traditionally, the bride returns to her parents' home 3 days after the wedding. This visit allows her to reconnect with her family and show that she is happily adjusting to her new role as a wife. It also gives the groom a chance to show respect to his in-laws. During this visit, the couple usually brings gifts such as mandarin oranges, tea, or food items. These gifts express gratitude and good wishes. The visit often includes a family meal, giving everyone a chance to celebrate and strengthen family ties. In today's busy world, some couples choose to make this visit on the same day as the wedding, but the meaning behind the tradition remains the same. In some regions, the visit may also involve symbolic acts, like the bride performing simple household tasks or receiving advice from her mother about maintaining harmony in marriage. These customs highlight the importance of family values and the ongoing guidance and support that both families provide. At the heart of these post-wedding traditions is the belief in marital harmony, or huxia. Rooted in Confucian values, this idea stresses mutual respect, understanding, and balance within the marriage. Traditionally, the husband was expected to protect and provide for the family, while the wife maintained peace and care at home. Though these roles have evolved, the emphasis on harmony remains strong. Many couples also surround their marriage with symbols of good fortune, placing lucky items like jade, figurines, or meaningful decorations in their homes. Some seek advice from elders to help them navigate challenges and build a long-lasting, joyful marriage. In modern times, emotional compatibility and shared responsibilities have become just as important as traditional roles. But the central goal remains the same: to build a life filled with love, balance, and mutual respect. These post-wedding traditions continue to connect the past with the present, helping couples start their new journey with cultural meaning and family support. Chinese wedding customs are rich and diverse, with variations that reflect the unique traditions of different regions across the country. In northern China, weddings tend to be grand and ceremonial. One common practice is the observance of the 3 letters and 6 rites, which emphasizes formal steps and deep cultural meaning. The bride usually wears a red qipao, while the groom wears a traditional tang suit. A standout feature in the north is the use of a bridal sedan chair sent by the groom's family to escort the bride. This is often accompanied by a lively procession with musicians and firecrackers to drive away bad spirits and announce the celebration. In southern China, weddings often have a stronger focus on honoring elders, especially through the tea ceremony. In areas like Guangdong and Fujian, it's customary for the couple to serve tea to their parents and relatives to show respect and gratitude. Brides in the south frequently wear a kun kwa, a 2-piece traditional outfit, and the groom might wear a blue silk robe. These clothing choices, along with the rituals, reflect Southern aesthetics and values. Among the Teochew people, there are unique customs like presenting the bride with si dianjin, or 4 pieces of gold jewelry, during the tea ceremony. This gesture symbolizes security and a joyful union. Teochew weddings also include special local foods at the banquet, showcasing their culinary heritage. Hakka weddings have their own set of traditions. A key feature is the returning home visit, where the bride returns to her family a few days after the wedding. This visit includes gift exchanges and reinforces the bond between the bride's birth family and her new life. It's a moment that emphasizes respect, gratitude, and connection. Beyond these regional differences among the Han Chinese, China's ethnic minority groups also contribute unique customs to the country's wedding landscape. Mongolian weddings, for example, often include horseback riding as part of the wedding procession. Traditional games that reflect the nomadic culture are sometimes played, and the bride wears a colorful deil, which is a traditional Mongolian dress. In Tibetan weddings, ceremonies are marked by singing, dancing, and colorful clothing. The bride typically wears elaborate jewelry and traditional fabrics that celebrate Tibetan identity. Families may also honor ancestors through unique rituals, such as the sky burial tradition. Uyghur weddings are known for their vibrant music and dance. Brides wear richly embroidered dresses, and traditional Uyghur food, like pilaf, is served during the banquet to symbolize abundance and joy. These regional and cultural variations show how Chinese wedding customs are both unified and diverse. Whether it's a wedding in a bustling northern city or a village in southern China, each celebration reflects local values, traditions, and beliefs, making every wedding a unique expression of cultural identity. Symbols and superstitions play an important role in Chinese weddings, reflecting the culture's deep belief in fortune, harmony, and meaningful traditions. Among all the symbols, color stands out the most, especially red. Red is everywhere in a Chinese wedding. It represents happiness, good luck, and prosperity. Brides often wear red kipeos, venues are decorated with red lanterns and banners, and red envelopes are used for gifts. Red is believed to bring joy and drive away evil spirits. Gold is another powerful color, symbolizing wealth and success. When paired with red, it enhances the auspicious energy of the celebration. Together, red and gold create a joyful and fortunate atmosphere for the couple. One of the most iconic symbols is the double happiness character. This special symbol is made by combining two happiness characters and is used to represent the shared joy of the bride and groom. It appears on invitations, decorations, gifts, and even wedding cakes, constantly reminding everyone of the happiness being celebrated. Animal symbols are also common. The dragon and the phoenix are especially important. The dragon represents the groom, strong and powerful, while the phoenix represents the bride, graceful and elegant. Together, they symbolize balance, harmony, and the unity of yin and yang in marriage. Superstitions are also closely tied to Chinese wedding traditions. Certain actions are believed to either attract good fortune or bring bad luck. For instance, a bride crying on her wedding day is thought to invite misfortune. She's encouraged to stay happy throughout the day. Washing hair on the wedding day is also discouraged, as it's believed to wash away luck and prosperity. It's also considered unlucky for the groom to see the bride before the ceremony, and breaking plates or glass should be avoided unless it's done intentionally to shatter bad spirits. If this happens, the pieces must be quickly cleaned up to prevent any lingering bad luck. Choosing the right date is another superstition tied to good fortune. Couples avoid getting married on inauspicious days, like the anniversary of a death, as these are thought to bring sadness or trouble into the marriage. Even numbers are favored in decorations and gift counts, especially numbers like 8, which sounds like wealth, and 9, which stands for eternity. Traditional decorations are more than just beautiful. They carry strong symbolic meanings. Red lanterns are used to light the way for good fortune. Banners with the double happiness symbol are placed prominently to invite joy. Flowers like peonies and lotus blossoms are used because they symbolize wealth, beauty, and harmony. Fruits like oranges and pomegranates are often displayed for their links to abundance and fertility. All these symbols and superstitions show how deeply tradition is woven into the fabric of Chinese weddings. Every detail, from color choices to the timing of events, is carefully considered to bring the couple happiness, success, and a harmonious life together. In today's Chinese weddings, traditional customs and modern practices come together in a way that reflects both respect for heritage and the desire for personal expression. Many couples choose to honor age-old traditions like the tea ceremony, where they serve tea to their elders as a symbol of respect and gratitude. At the same time, they may also include a Western-style ceremony with vow exchanges and wedding rings. This mix allows couples to celebrate both their cultural background and their individual love story. Brides often wear both traditional and modern outfits. For the tea ceremony or the formal family rituals, a bride might wear a red qipao or cheongsam. Later, she may change into a white wedding gown for a more contemporary celebration. This blending of styles lets her embrace cultural traditions while enjoying the elegance of modern fashion. The same fusion is seen in wedding decor and venues. Traditional red and gold color themes, double happiness symbols, and dragon phoenix motifs might decorate the banquet hall, while modern elements like floral arrangements, personalized signage, or themed backdrops add a fresh touch. This approach keeps the ceremony rooted in tradition while allowing creativity and uniqueness. Food at the wedding banquet also reflects this balance. While classic dishes like whole fish, roast pig, and abalone remain important for their symbolic meanings, many banquets now feature fusion cuisine that blends Chinese flavors with international influences. This caters to a wider range of tastes and reflects the global lifestyles of today's couples. Technology has also made its way into modern weddings. Couples often live stream their ceremonies so family and friends who can't attend in person can still be part of the day. Social media is used to share photos, plan events, and even host virtual guestbook. There's also a growing trend of younger couples wanting to reconnect with their roots. Many are choosing to revive old customs that may have been overlooked in previous generations. Some couples include rituals like the hair combing ceremony before the wedding, or decorate their venues with traditional symbols and colors. This revival helps them feel more connected to their families and cultural identity. At the same time, weddings today are becoming more personalized. Couples design their ceremonies to reflect their values, personalities, and relationships. They might write their own vows, choose unique venues, or add modern entertainment. But even as they do this, many still find ways to honor tradition, whether it's by involving their elders in the planning, selecting an auspicious wedding date, or performing the tea ceremony. This balance between old and new is what makes modern Chinese weddings so meaningful. By blending traditional customs with modern practices, couples are able to celebrate their love while honoring where they come from. It's a way of preserving heritage, embracing the present, and building a future that reflects both. Traditional Chinese marriage customs carry deep cultural meaning, offering insight into the values and beliefs that have shaped Chinese society for generations. These customs emphasize family, respect for ancestors, harmony, and prosperity, values that still resonate with many couples today. Even as modern life brings change, these age-old practices continue to hold a special place in Chinese weddings. From the involvement of matchmakers and the careful selection of betrothal gifts, to the symbolism in colors, clothing, and rituals, every aspect of a traditional Chinese wedding reflects a sense of purpose and connection. These customs remind couples that marriage is not just about two people. It's about two families coming together, about honoring the past, and about building a life rooted in respect and balance. Today's couples are finding ways to blend tradition with modernity. Whether it's incorporating a tea ceremony alongside a Western-style vow exchange, or wearing both a chi pao and a white wedding dress, these choices show how tradition and personal expression can coexist beautifully. The revival of customs by younger generations shows a renewed appreciation for cultural heritage and identity. In a world that's constantly evolving, Chinese marriage customs remain a powerful symbol of continuity. They offer a way to celebrate love, family, and tradition all at once. As these customs are adapted and reimagined, they continue to bring meaning and joy to each new generation, ensuring that the spirit of Chinese weddings lives on. For more details on this topic, check out the corresponding article on our website. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.